All right, if I had to ask you, or if I asked you who the person in this world that you loved the most is, you're probably going to say a parent, a sibling, someone in your family. Now, for those of you like, no, it's my boyfriend or girlfriend, just give it 2 weeks. That'll change, okay? But for the most part, unless you're married, it's probably going to be one of your family members, your parent or something like that. And then the question then becomes, why are we drawn so much to them? Obviously, we're related to them, but deep inside, I think the reason that we're drawn to that, like when growing up, my mom and dad, would be because my mom and dad sacrificed and served for me. They made themselves, if I can say it this way, they made themselves poor so that I could be rich. They sacrificed so much for us. Well, the Bible talks about that actually in Proverbs 13 today. I think it's verse 18 when I was reading it. Nope, not at all. It's not verse 18 at all. It's verse 7. It says, there is one who makes himself rich, yet has nothing, and one who makes himself poor, yet has great riches. Now, reading that, it sounds opposite than what it should be, right? There's one that makes himself rich, yet has nothing. But then there's another one who makes himself poor, yet has everything. It sounds like counterintuitive. It doesn't sound like what we would think. We would think, hey, if this guy makes himself rich, he's going to have everything he's ever needed. But when you read Ecclesiastes, King Solomon had everything he ever wanted and says it's all vanity. So if that's not the case, if that doesn't bring joy and contentment and happiness, then what is the Bible talking about when it says they make themselves poor, yet they have everything? The Bible is talking about it twofold. Number one is giving, and that's going to have the idea of money along with it. But it also, and what I want to focus on today, has the idea of giving of ourselves. So giving of ourselves to other people, serving other people. The reason that it's easy for us to say that we love our parent or our family member is because they've served us. They have sacrificed for us. Those of you who are like, my parents haven't sacrificed anything, even if after the day of birth they never did, look back to the day of birth. In fact, go watch a video of labor and delivery and tell me that your parents did nothing for you, okay? They did everything for you. But beyond that, there are times in life, and there have been, that they have consistently served, they have consistently made themselves poor so that you can be rich, putting off their plans for you, giving you money to do what you want to do, even though they wanted to use that for something else, blah, 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 all the way along. Now, then the question becomes, how do we respond to this verse? We have to respond to the verse by making ourselves poor for other people. That we as teenagers, as adults, we serve those around us. We make ourselves poor by giving of our time, of ourselves, of our finances to other people, to help other people. That's what the verse is talking about. But the end of the verse is what makes it all real for us. It makes himself poor, yet they have everything. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to have millions and millions and millions of dollars, but when we get to heaven, you will have everything based off of your life of service. So if I can encourage you and challenge you with one thing today, make today a day of serving others.